I remember when Bond was fun, killing bad guys with weird kind of guns, having gadgets and girls and doing cool shit at all, but then it got all Jason Bourne-y and lame. And we wanted something that was the same. And then Kingsman came out and it was pretty cool. Then the second one came out and we did a review. Oh honey, bang bang, Kingsman 2, the golden circle, and it comes up right now.
It's the Bond that Bond fans deserve! We have just seen a movie, my friends! A movie about spies, spying, cool fight scenes. Holy shit! I'm gonna need to cap the shit out of this audio because that was a bit loud.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Hurd Ya Saw! You thought we were gonna see Ocean's 8? You were wrong. You thought we were gonna see Jurassic World 2? You were still wrong. You thought maybe Hereditary? No! Instead, we've come out of left field and gone to the list and seen the film Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle. I am joined by Shay, EJ, and Sean. Hello.
Hi. It's a very theatrical episode.
It's a powerful opening for a powerful movie.
You're like a cartoon, just like the film.
Ah! Yes. Right, so we've just watched Kingsman, The Golden Circle. Just so I feel like we should give a little bit of context because a member of this crew, EJ,
Hi.
you raise your arm on an audio podcast. That's great.
Yes.
You were the one that brought this particular film to our attention.
Yes.
What was your pitch? How did you sell it to us?
I don't remember.
You feign ignorance. It will not save you.
I don't remember what I said to get us to watch it, but I just said that I really liked it, and I think it was like the absolute perfect mix of ridiculous for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did say words along lines, it's like the fucking greatest, most ridiculous action film. You said that in the
Yes.
kitchen not 2 hours ago.
It is true, though.
Yeah, it's very out there.
There's
I love
no
it.
point in which this film is not ridiculous.
It is leaning in so much harder to the ridiculous, like, areas of the spy genre, like, in ways that no other film is. But we'll get to that. Hold on to your seat, listener. We begin, as ever, with our one-line hot takes. Shay Collins, as you're cackling in the background. Looking fantastic. Like the blue and orange, it's so strong. You're like a fucking advert for, Destiny 2. Looking like a
Thank you.
dream.
Oh, well. Oh, well, thanks.
What's your one-line hot take?
I wish I thought of it quick before. Yeah, film. Definitely,
Definitely a movie?
definitely a film. Hot take right there. Exclusive hot take. It's a movie.
Would you like me to come back to you and try you again?
Oh,
after
yeah,
I've gone
come
to
back to
Sean Nabra! Returning after an absence to the podcast, your one-line hot take.
I can't imagine how much compression you're gonna have to put on this audio.
None.
Oh,
It's just gonna go out
My whole
hot.
thing is that
People will feel like they're in the room.
you also.
That's why I'm leaning further away from the microphone as I continue to get louder.
Into the wall we share
when
with
you
the
go
neighbors.
loud, you also lean forward. You go, "Welcome back, listeners," and you lean forward and then out and forward.
Hey, that's how you podcast, guys. I mean, we've been doing this for more than a year now, right? I feel like we had an anniversary at some point, but we're not going to observe anniversaries. We're going to observe like round numbers of multiples of 10, maybe.
It's not even true. We haven't had an anniversary yet.
Have we
No,
not?
we have.
We have?
We
Yeah.
have,
Are
yeah.
you sure?
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean 5 came out more than a year ago, right?
Wow.
I
Yeah.
remember we watched
Time.
it before
Alright.
Wonderborn.
Word.
Yeah. Yeah, so
remember
it's
all-
it's not about the podcast that you
Yes.
made. It's the friends you made along the way.
Ah.
Sean, I'm sorry I interrupted your
Yes.
one-line hot take.
This film plus watching any film with you, Nick,
Oh.
is just like night made.
Oh, I'm genuinely touched by that. That's lovely. That's genuine. What a lovely, genuine moment for the podcast. EJ.
I'd like to sort of echo that in saying that I did choose this film with the idea in mind of how often can I get Nick to scream at the TV?
It wasn't like
Yeah.
at the
A lot.
TV.
No, it wasn't like you were cheering on the camera.
Dude, the camera work in this is really sick.
So strong.
Like, and with this in conjunction with, like, so last night, I watched a film that may show up on the podcast at a later date, Villainous, and Villainous is got, like, similar kind of camera work where it's all this kind of, like, handheld, hyper long take, kind of
Yeah.
really involved kinetic action sequences that are just like, look at all the way they've considered the way all these different pieces move together. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Should say not just kinetic, but also readable.
yes.
You can read the action.
They go from point to point to point in a
Yeah.
way that you're like, oh, you're using shaky cam, but it's used as a actual means of conveyance
Yeah.
of information. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Listen, Nick just lifted up his top in such excitement.
Yeah, it's also very warm
Free
this
the
evening.
nip.
The nips have tried to be getting free all
they're
day.
free.
They're out there. Shay, do you want to take another crack at your one like hot take? Or are you happy with It's a Movie?
I like It's a Movie.
It's a movie? Okay.
It's a movie.
I stand by my one line hot take as the opening line of this podcast. It's the Bond that Bond fans deserve.
Yes.
For real. To launch into the discussion, here's my thing.
Wait, we haven't synopsized the film.
Oh, fuck. Okay, EJ. As someone who has seen this movie not once, but twice,
Okay.
give us a
This
synopsis.
is a 2.5 hour film.
Yep.
A
A lot happens.
A lot happens. Okay, to break it down.
Into like within 10 minutes, maybe. Probably
10
less,
minutes?
I imagine.
For God's sake, I hope less than 10 minutes.
You did take 15 minutes to describe Avengers.
To be fair, Infinity War was
yeah,
so
that
many
was
moving parts.
not like this film.
That's not a standard
No.
movie.
Yeah, this film is actually
No,
kind
but
of
it's the
well
thing,
put
you
together.
have a mark about how long. So it's like,
As long as you
Gotta
do
be
better
fun.
than Valerian, it's fine.
Like, yeah,
That's
Oh,
45
yeah,
minutes
that's-
of me and Shay just losing it.
so we open on Eggsy, still ridiculously named main character,
Yes.
and he's attacked by guy from the last film that he thought he killed, who is his nemesis, named Charlie, Victor Crumb in the Harry Potter films.
Yeah.
So he attacks him with his robot arm.
Just real quick, I did not know he was Victor Crumb when I saw Kingsman 1.
I didn't either.
Because he looks so wildly different to how
Yeah.
he looks in fucking Harry Potter. You're just like, oh,
I
but-
had no idea until you said that today.
right? Like,
That's
look,
crazy.
you see, you're just like, oh, it's Crumb, legitimately
Yeah.
Crumb with a robot arm.
Yes.
Continue.
So they get he gets attacked, and they go on a crazy car chase through London, and it's like sick. And then he like detaches his robot arm, and Eggsy takes his car into the Serpentine River.
No, into Hyde Park, yeah. Wait, is that the Serpentine?
Yep.
That is the Serpentine. Okay,
The Serpentine.
wait.
And then he goes into a vault of weird shit, and then the robot arm hacks the car, and it steals all this files, and Eggsy goes home to his hot princess girlfriend, who in the last film he was promised anal from.
Which he got, as I
Yes.
recall.
Hence the start of their beautiful relationship.
Just a real quick aside. I watched Kingsman 1, partially in preparation for you recommending Kingsman 2 to me.
Yes.
I watched it on a plane,
Ooh.
flying back from Sri Lanka, and I got the airline-friendly version,
Oh.
so all the swear words were, like, made not swear words.
Ew,
And a
really?
lot of the more graphic violence and sex scenes were cut awkwardly, so the whole, he then goes to her cell to, like, have sex with
Yeah.
her in the butt specifically, was made very, like, kind of, very implied. I later looked it up for research purposes, and was just sort of like, oh, yeah, he's actually going in there. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
She seems into it. It's,
Positivity.
it's consensual, so
Yes,
let your freak flag fly.
First golden circle.
Oh,
Sorry.
that was good.
Morton's not with us, but his spirit lives on!
Anyway, they are together, and Eggsy goes to the Kingsman headquarters, and they're looking to capture Charlie, and they realize he's part of the Golden Circle, probably. And then everyone gets blown up. except for-
Eggsy is at dinner.
Eggsy's at dinner with his girlfriend, and everyone gets blown up except for Merlin and Eggsy.
I am
Who-
outraged that Roxy got blown up, but
Yes.
as EJ said, anyone can come back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust that. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, we'll see.
she seemed to be running for an exit when the missile was on the way, so I'm just like, Kingsman 3,
Yeah.
I'm
Cross
into
your
it.
fingers, everyone.
Yep.
So they do the Doomsday Protocol, which is drink a bottle of whiskey and then go to Kentucky and meet Channing Tatum, who is a person, and they meet with the Statesmen, who are the American version of this situation, and they all have cowboy hats and whips and whiskey, which makes sense, I guess.
And lassos.
And Halle Berry, which also is nice for them.
Yeah.
And then Colin Firth shows up with an eye patch, and you're like, yes, Pirate Colin Firth, let's do this. and he doesn't remember who he is, and they like flood the room to try to drown him into remembering, and then he doesn't until he threatens to shoot his dog, and then he's like, oh yeah, cool, here I am.
I'm back.
Meanwhile, over in Cambodia, right?
Hmm?
Julianne Moore is like, I have red hair and a 50s style jungle, and I also am the greatest drug cartel in the world.
Profits of $250 billion.
So good for her, and she's poisoned all of her stock and created a virus that turns everyone blue and causes death eventually after some dancing.
And who else does she have at her compound?
Elton John in the greatest supporting role of his life.
Like he's in there.
He's a legitimate supporting character.
And
of
what?
himself.
Wait.
Yep.
I don't want to. I know that normally the synopsis is like
I'm gonna go back
sacrosanct.
and get the meat.
You have to get the meat bit.
I'm getting the meat grinder.
Good. Get the meat bit in
So
there.
to open on who Julianne Moore is, she's recruiting a new person with his friend, and she makes the new recruit stuff his friend into a meat grinder and then eat his friend as a burger.
Like a proper American style
it's like
burger.
Horrifically great. And then there's also robot dogs.
Yes.
And
yes.
There's also just Elton John captured in various outfits playing the piano to an empty stage.
Most of them are rainbows. It's great.
Yes, it's great. So yeah, the plan is to basically hold hostage every possible drug user in the entire world and drugs legalized.
Spoiler, that's a lot of people.
Yes, millions. I think that's an underestimation, to be honest.
Probably, yes.
Billions. So Eggsy and co are like, well, shit. Everyone we know uses drugs. So, including Channing Tatum, who was kind of a red herring in the trailer.
Yeah.
He's not really in this.
He's the biggest promise that is not fulfilled by this movie. And it fulfills a lot of promises.
He's probably in for a total 5 minutes, and then he's cryogenically frozen for the rest of it. And you're kind of like, yeah, he's probably busy.
He got to do a sexy dance.
Yeah. That's probably, like, contractually obligated in
Of
every
course,
film.
of course. Can't believe he's separated from his wife.
What?
He and his wife are separated.
Oh, that's sad.
I know, and they were just like,
Breaking
you're a
news.
dancer, she's a dancer, fucking...
Wait, in real life?
Yeah, in real life, in genuine real life.
That's sad.
Like, it's very amicable, apparently.
Okay,
But also, oh my god,
Did he do a sexy dance in Dear John?
probably.
Okay, good to know.
I've not seen Dear John, but I want to if there's a sexy Channing Tatum dance. Do I not? Okay, fair enough. Okay. That won't be showing up on the podcast later.
We're halfway through this film now. They go to Italy?
No, Glastonbury first.
Oh yeah, they go to Glastonbury, and he has to plant a tracker in the vagina
Right up the vag.
of Charlie's ex-girlfriend. So he has consensual finger sex. And the camera follows his hand
I mean,
inside
in
the
a movie
vagina.
full of great shots,
This is
a really good shot of just like, this is how we communicate. Look how in the vag this tracking
Yes.
device is.
Oh my god. So that happens.
Like 3 digits deep.
Yeah. That's not a measurement. Digits are the single fingers. You
3
mean knuckles.
I do mean 3 knuckles, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, okay. That happens. And then he goes to Italy with his friends, and they go and find her because she's supposed to get the antidote from her ex-boyfriend Charlie, who was the guy from the beginning who tried to kill Eggsy.
And killed everyone else with missiles.
Yeah. And they
What
go
a shit.
up this big ski slope in a classic spy scene, get the antidote, and then try to go down. And then Whiskey, from The Statesman, is a double agent, maybe, Colin Firth thinks, so he shoots him in the face.
Yeah.
And then everybody starts shooting at each other, and Whiskey destroys the antidote. Supposedly accidentally, but, like, maybe not.
We're not fooled for a fucking second.
So they lose the one antidote they took. Should have grabbed 2. That's a rookie mistake. Then they blow up the whole factory. So there's no more antidote around. And,
But they got the name.
they got the name of a guy. And then from that, they get the coordinates of Cambodia. And then they're like, I guess we should just go over there. And so they take their baseball bats and they go in the jungle, and Merlin steps on a landmine, and then
Mark Strong!
he sings Country Roads by John Denver, and then it's really sad. He sacrifices himself to blow up a bunch of people.
Bring him back as a cyborg.
And then there's a absolutely phenomenal sequence in which Elton John plays Saturday Night. Is that the name of that song?
Yeah, Saturday Night's alright.
And then they have a crazy
Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
crazy action scene, and Elton John plays a major role in
Defeating
that
a robot dog.
somehow. And then they inject Julianne Moore with heroin in order to get the code to deliver all the antidotes from drones.
Mm-hmm.
And then Whiskey shows up, and he's fine.
He's good.
And he has both eyes, weirdly.
But he got shot like in the
in
side.
the temple, okay.
Like, yeah.
And then they put him in the meat grinder. And the end.
Just as two things I want to add to
Everyone's
that.
fine.
One, Whiskey goes into the meat grinder off the back of a really fucking great pseudo long take.
Supposedly single shot.
Oh my god,
Fucking great.
it's fantastic. And then Eggsy gets married,
Oh yeah.
which is
That's
nice.
right.
And then Channing Tatum's gonna go be a Kingsman.
He wears a stupid looking bowler hat.
Yeah, no one in this country wears those anymore.
No, it's nothing.
So, Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle. I came in here with like reasonably decent expectations because, as I said before the film started, Kingsman is in the same class as Kick-Ass, where the Kick-Ass movie, and we might catch flack. Do I have any comic fans who listen to the podcast? Probably
No.
not. Anyway,
Do we have fans who listen?
I
to
don't
our
think so.
podcasts?
I feel like there are people who've stumbled across and gone, what the fuck is this?
Oh, if you're listening, comment on something.
Yeah, SoundCloud / iTunes. I don't know how to check comments on iTunes
Great
if that's a
serving
thing.
the audience.
Tweet at us
Yeah.
we don't have a single Twitter for the podcast. Great. Anyway, Kick-Ass is a better film than it is comic. The Kick-Ass comic is like fine, but also not very good and kind of racist and has a lot of problematic elements to it. And the movie just goes, let's ignore those and just focus on more like the key ideas. The first Kingsman film is kind of the same. It's a bit less misogynistic, a bit more freeform with the way it does things. It has a slightly more cohesive plot. This, I think, builds on that pedigree of just being like, okay, we've got an insane bonkers comic universe where people's heads explode, everyone is a secret agent, fucking like cool flips and guns everywhere, and it's great, and robot dogs.
Yeah.
Go. And I think I said to you in the kitchen, don't overhype this. I honestly don't think you overhyped
Yes.
this. I think this was a really genuinely fun, great action film. Like,
Yeah.
really enjoyable. Sean, what do you got?
Well, I like him with Matthew Vaughn, who directed it. He always his films. He's always picking genre kind of films.
What else has he done?
So he did Layer Cake.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, so
okay.
That's sort of British Gangster, Stardust, which is the fantasy.
Stardust is really great.
And you've got Kick-Ass films, Superheroes, Kingsman, Spy.
Is it the same director?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Oh, my God!
Wow.
Like-
full golden circle.
We did lots of research.
I genuinely did not know that beforehand, but, you can really see it in the way that
You played that off.
he understands, how to adapt a comic book property for the
Yeah.
big screen. All right.
Yeah. But what I like about his films is he knows this genre and then leans even further into it.
Yes.
He stretches it as far as it can go and can
And for
at times. Yeah, it's that thing. Well, he can make it more ridiculous at times, which he does with especially Kick-Ass and Kingsman. Which is really nice.
Yeah, it's a highly enjoyable fucking property. Shay, what did you make of this film, beyond it being a film?
I liked it. I don't have a lot to say. I thought the.
I feel like you've got things to say, otherwise why are you here on the show? We like you for your ability to talk words.
Leave.
No! We're in your room. We can't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's great. I feel like Halle Berry was underused.
Yeah, I would have liked more Halle... I tell you what, they seem to bury the lead, where Halle Berry and Merlin have a conversation like, oh, wouldn't it be great if we got in the field and did shit? And Merlin's like, oh, maybe, I'm Scottish.
And then Merlin gets in the field and
Instantly dies.
Yeah.
I mean, in a very beautiful sequence. I was quite impressed with,
Is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt earned in a way, because I
Yeah.
really liked his character. I was just like, oh shit, they're gonna
Yeah.
kill fucking... They're gonna kill
I feel like
Merlin?
they were setting up to really use Halle Berry in the next one.
Yeah, because she's now whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like a strong set-up character, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've killed everybody else, so they kind of need to.
Yeah.
That's
like,
a nice thing about this. They're not afraid to take risks. It's just like, yeah, like you said, let's
Yeah.
kill 80% of the cast.
So many people. Yeah.
who was the guy who was the new boss replacing...
Jeff Bridges.
no,
no,
not
Michael
Gambon.
Gambon.
It was Michael Gambon. It was
Yeah.
Michael Gambon, yeah, because I was going like, that's not Pete Postlethwaite. He's dead by this point. But I was like, who do you replace Michael Caine with? Michael Gambon, obvious
Yeah.
choice. And then they fucking murder him too, and I'm like, movie.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of this organization now? I guess Colin Firth.
Yeah.
He's the new boss. Or at least he will be in Kingsman 3.
I think so.
Question: would you watch a Kingsman 3
Yes. Only
Yes,
with
absolutely.
you.
with me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Specifically?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Would that be
Absolutely
the selling point?
Yeah.
I'd also just absolutely watch it.
I wouldn't need. I don't need a selling point because I really like these films.
Yeah.
But
Like I said, we were talking about the whole, because you go back to Bond, and it's like, Bond kind of like, was the sort of big, goofy, over-the-top spy thriller stuff. And then Jason Bourne came out, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's so gritty and real. It's not real at all, but sure. It's got an aesthetic that feels much more like frenetic and kinetic and sort of like gritty rather than being the sort of high concept, like, I'll use my specific gadget that was introduced 20 minutes earlier in the film for this exact situation. My BMW has a buzzsaw in its thing that will cut my way out of whatever. The car is invisible. No one wants that.
yeah.
That feels too contrived at this point. Whereas I think these films evoke the feeling that I used to get from Bond of like, sure, they've got ridiculous gadgets, but by this point I sort of feel that everything they introduce is kind of like, it makes sense that they use it the way they do.
Especially with the introduction of Julianne Moore's character, and it's that thing of like the meat grinder and the robot dogs.
Yes.
And it's just,
They buried
have
those-
a human burger. It's just from that point, it's just like, yeah, anything could happen and I'd be completely sold on
They
it.
buried that
Yeah.
lead very, very
Yeah.
early. They were just like, yeah, she's insane and has robot dogs.
Sure.
How do you deal with
Yeah.
that? I knew throughout the whole film, you're like saying, well, we know someone else has to go in that grinder.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we were all aware. We were just like,
Yeah.
someone's going
There was
in.
no way that I'm actually surprised. I was surprised at the time that it wasn't her, and then I was like,
that'd be
yes,
great.
that would be too easy.
Yeah.
Like
They
they
would-
killed her like super fast and in like a really non-dramatic way, and then you kind of forget about Whiskey, and then he just shows up. You're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, shit, there's still another dude.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I was pleased that I called the whiskey, betrayal.
Yeah.
Literally like seconds before Colin Firth was
Yeah,
out.
because they had
Yeah.
that bit where like they make a big show of Eggsy holding the antidote, and he has this big elaborate unboxing sequence where he's like, "Look at this fucking antidote," and then Whiskey goes, "Can I see that?" And then they very clearly Eggsy holds it out, and then the door opens as Colin Firth comes in, and just Whiskey goes, huh, and he looks a
Yeah.
bit pissed off. I'm just like, "What the fuck's that? Why are you looking so pissed off? What's going on there? You really want that antidote?" I don't trust you.
I do want to point out again that, like in Avengers, this film had zero hand-to-hand combat with women.
True, but
They
the first one did.
completely- Did they?
First one did, yeah. In the first movie, Eggsy has a elaborate fight
Woman
sequence with
with
the lady
the-
with the prosthetic
Oh,
legs.
you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
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 But I just thought it was strange. Like,
They didn't really have. I mean, this comes back
there
to the
wasn't a
whole.
need to, but
Yeah, this comes
Yeah.
back to the Halle Berry being underused thing. Like, presumably, in the fiction of the show, she's been trained to statesman standards, whatever that
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So she's done the whole equivalent to, your room is flooding, oh shit, figure it out, kill a dog, fall out of a plane,
yeah.
that they had in the first film. So she's done the American equivalent of that. So presumably she's a badass.
Yeah.
But equally, we never get to see her do anything, and Julianne Moore is just sort of, she's the fucking, like, she's
Yeah.
all cerebral and, like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
get
they
you to do
never
what I
make it,
want.
Like, it wouldn't make sense if she had hand-to-hand combat because they set up that she's like a crazy businesswoman.
Yeah.
So I was fine with it, but I just thought it was interesting because
This-
we've not seen.
This is where I feel the
That-
decision to kill Roxy hurt the film.
Yeah.
Because I really liked Roxy as a character from the first one. She had a nice little arc in the first movie where she got over, like, her fear of heights and saved the world, actually, for real.
And had a completely non-romantic relationship with Eggsy.
I like that they were friends!
Yeah, they had set that up again in this film, and I was like, yes, this is so wonderful. And
Yeah.
then they kill her.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that feel... When Merlin turned up after the initial point where all of the Kingsman agents were killed, I was like, and then Roxy will show up immediately after. They go like, Roxy's dead to Roxy. I'd be like, you're a bit premature, guys. I was just be like, and that never happened. That, in a movie, I feel like that's the only major misstep. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
and in a movie that's primarily about, like, you know, straight white men doing straight white men things,
Yeah.
it feels a little unfair to say, well, I mean, you had the option. But the fact is they had the option to have a more powerful women of colour / female lead character-ness, and they never really did it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this would have been really cool. It's still a really fun film, and I really, really enjoyed it, but I'm still a little salty that Roxy got killed, like, very early on.
Same.
I'm just like, damn it. Just put her in. She's great.
Salty like that. Burger, Julianne Moore season.
She seasoned it excellently. Just,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. What did we make of Colin Firth in this film, Shay?
Yeah, he's good. He's my levels of film criticism today are high. Yeah, he's good. He does his Colin Firth thing. I like how he acts not like his character to begin with, and then becomes his character later on. The sees butterflies. It's good.
You're gonna love listening back to this in the
I'm
future.
gonna hate it. I'm gonna be like, oh no.
I don't know, but I agree. I think they gave him the because I feel like it was a mistake for them to reveal that Colin Firth was in it in the trailers.
Yeah, what the fuck? And all the billboards.
Right?
Yeah.
They were just like,
Why
also
the fuck
Colin
would
Firth is
Literally,
here.
the first poster basically spoiled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you? It was actually like kind of a good
When
reveal.
was he a draw of the film?
Well, it's
Like,
Colin Firth. He's a known guy.
I know, but like,
Taron Egerton's not a huge
yeah, but it's
star. They don't have.
Do you think Taron Egerton's gonna get places?
no.
No,
No?
he's
not
in
that good
Robin
an actor.
Hood.
The
Which-
new one.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, okay. Hear me out. For real. I watched the trailer for that Robin Hood, and I was just like, yeah, all right.
All right, can we watch it after? I haven't seen it.
It's
it's
not
not
out yet.
No, the trailer.
Oh,
Oh,
we can
yeah.
watch the trailer right after this,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, I watched the trailer. I was just like, you know what? I will always give Robin Hood a fair shake because I'm an English middle-class white man, and like I read the Robin Hood book, or rather, my dad read the Robin Hood books to me before I was old enough to read. And so I've grown up with like that mythos, so I have a very strong personal connection to that. So I'm always like, you know, when Ridley Scott's Robin Hood came out, I was like, I mean, it's Russell Crowe, but also, I'll give it a go.
Ridley Scott?
Have you not seen Ridley Scott's Robin
No.
Hood?
I've only seen the Disney
God.
version with the
Oh,
fox.
I mean, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Wait, so you've never seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
You've never seen the Kevin. That's Kevin Costner.
That's Kevin
Yeah.
Costner one,
No,
yeah.
I've never
Oh.
seen any Robin
Oh,
Hood.
can we do Robin Hood Fest? wait, okay. Listener, you're going to be very clued in to the way that our process works. Hear me out.
Okay.
We do one longer podcast, but we do fucking Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Ridley Scott's Robin Hood, the new Robin Hood that's coming out.
I agree.
Yeah, back to
I'd
back
be
to
down.
back to back, and then we
on
podcast
the
about
same
all.
day?
Fucking right, we do all on the same
Alright,
day.
fine.
Or we do a podcast for each, and I stitch them together in the edit.
That would be
Hey!
that would probably be
requires
easier to
editing.
handle than all of us trying to get the same day off.
Wait, you know, just like let's just commit, guys.
Yeah,
Come
let's
on.
just take a day.
Why not?
Book a holiday off. It's
I
fine.
mean, yeah, it'd be fun. But I think Robin Hood Fest. Okay, Advanced Treasure Agent Sean.
They're all like
Make a note of that.
3-hour films.
Will do.
They're not 3 hours.
They're all long films.
The Ridley Scott one's too long. And we don't know how long the new one is yet because it's
Oh, yeah.
not out.
But the Prince of Thieves one. is also
Robin Hood Prince of
very
Thieves
long.
is a bit too long, but it does have Alan Rickman in it.
Oh, I do
That's-
love Alan Rickman.
God.
Alan
yes.
Rickman is the. I literally have one of my coworkers at work say, "Oh man, remember when Alan Rickman was alive?" And I was like,
Oh God, why would you say that?
I mean, I don't know why she said it because she's a monster. She doesn't listen to the show, so it's fine. But I responded with, I want to just check. This is completely off topic, but I just want to check with you guys. My favorite Alan Rickman line ever is from Die Hard,
Okay.
where he's, Hans Gruber. It's the moment when he's wandering around looking for John McClane. John McClane sneaks up on him, surprises him. He's all like, "Are you one of the terrorists?" And he responds with, because up until then he's been like, "Hello, my name is Hans Gruber. I'm very sinister." And it's all really, and he just goes with, "No, God, don't kill me," and just laps into the best fake American accent ever. It's fucking brilliant. Like that moment for me, just like I was like, Alan Rickman's a genius.
I personally just like him in anything he ever says in Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest is
Oh.
fucking amazing.
Love that
It'd be a
film.
good film. It'd be a good film.
I think it would be. I
Yeah.
mean, it would just be us going, "Oh!"
That is what this podcast
by
is.
Grabthar's hammer. You shall be
Fucking
avenged.
good.
And it's the fucking guy from Home Improvement.
Tim
Yeah.
Allen.
Tim Allen.
Who's the dickhead Republican?
Yeah.
And he plays the character so well of like fucking.
Yeah, he's
And Buzz Lightyear.
Oh
Oh,
god, he
yeah.
is. Oh, you've ruined Toy Story.
we're so far off. Tom
Oh.
Hanks exists though. It neutralizes.
It's fair. Sigourney Weaver's also really good in Galaxy
You
Quest
know,
2.
Tom Hanks was his Twitter is exclusively just finding lost gloves.
Are you
He just
serious?
takes
Please
photos
find it,
of
please.
lost gloves.
Bring that up on the big screen, please, Shay. I want to like verify this. Tom Hanks Twitter, into Google it goes. Oh. And has it got the verified tick? It's got the verified tick.
Oh, there's other stuff
Oh.
on there now.
Wait. Oh. I feel like EJ has led us astray.
No, be more
Are
specific.
you going to be Tom Hanks Twitter
Twitter.
lost glove?
Look,
I mean, I feel like this podcast has got into a bit of a spiral at this point. Viewer, what you need to do to replicate this experience is just Google Tom Hanks lost and found Twitter. So he's
Oh my gosh.
Sean, what are you seeing? Read out that tweet.
So, mitten, shoe, hat, don't know, but it was lost at 70th and Broadway. Hanks.
it's just a photo of a pink thing on the ground.
Just a shoe on the ground.
She left in a hurry.
Well, here's what I don't
Hanks.
get. Tom Hanks, I know you listen to the show. Why are you signing your tweets Hanks? Everyone knows it's you. You've got the
Oh,
verified tick.
No, it's Hank spelled with an X at the end.
Is that
It's
his
just-
porn name?
That's his pseudonym for Lost.
Oh.
Superhero based.
Okay. So we've drifted a little, you
Yeah,
know.
what were we talking about?
We were talking
We've ever drifted.
Kingsman. Oh god, we've been going half an hour. How the fuck did we get to half an hour? Okay, so mercifully, somehow, we're gonna go towards final thoughts. Shay, you're gonna go last. So
Oh no.
so mentally prepare.
Okay.
Would you go second to last?
Oh yeah. I'll
Would
go
that be
second.
better?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sure.
EJ, as most familiar with the film,
Yes.
give us your final thoughts.
For me, I think this was one of those films that reminds me why I love ridiculous dumb films, because it's like, if you just watch this without caring about anything, like, it's really fucking great directing. It's fun as hell.
Oh my god, is it?
And Elton John is in it.
He fucking
He's like-
spin kicks a guy.
It's like, oh, it's
In
so
high
good.
heel, platform high heels, he spin kicks a guy.
Everything I want.
And he invites Colin Firth for anal too.
He
Yeah.
does.
That's a
He's like,
beautiful
Colin Firth, come over. We'll just fucking
And
have a
Colin
good
Firth's
time.
like, oh, yes. Okay.
Here's the thing, Colin Firth lost his memory. And he's
And-
all like, I don't even know who I am. But at the same time, he's like, I really fucking love Elton John.
And he's also like, I've never had a relationship before.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Imagine if
Hey.
it was without Elton John.
Oh, if the
Ah.
next movie happens and they're just like a couple.
Oh, God.
That's such a money idea.
Picture to Matthew Vaughn now.
Matthew,
Get out,
put,
John.
take your headphones out. We'll see you later on, but get on the phone to Elton John. Sean, no, Shay, sorry. Sean, you'll be next. Shay.
It's good to see the song Country Road used in numerous films, including this one. Every film that uses Country Road is pretty good. Name a bad film that uses Country Road.
I'm trying to...
Name another film that uses Country Road other than Whisper of the Heart.
Whisper of the Heart, Logan Lucky,
Uh,
another film that also came out
Channing
that
Tatum.
year. Yeah, but Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum loves John Denver.
Yeah.
He agrees to
Good
sign
for
up for
him.
films based purely on their John Denver related goodness.
Check.
Free Fire.
I didn't like that film.
I'm impressed that you're doing all of this off the top of your dome.
Yeah. This is impressive.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I had to recoup some of my lost gravitas from this episode.
You mean, well, it's a movie. Isn't enough criticism or like showing your film knowledge?
If anyone who's listening would be like, did Shay watch this?
I'm gonna get hired for so much freelance work. Can you review a film? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Celluloid moved through a camera.
Oh, those
There's so much shot in
pixels.
digital. God damn it.
Oh, but
Got it wrong.
But it was shot with the spirit of physical media. Sean,
Yes, like, I haven't seen the first one.
You should watch the first
Like,
one.
the first
It's quite fun.
That's the thing. Like, I've seen like the church scene.
You've seen
because-
Pacific Rim Uprising, but not Pacific Rim, and you've
Yeah,
seen
it's a weird-
Kingsman 2, but not Kingsman 1.
Yeah, I'm very weird.
This is
So-
becoming a thing.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, like I haven't seen the first one, and so I didn't. Expectations were all over the place for this one. But it's fantastic. It's just like it's good fun. The action scenes are fantastic. Like,
Yes.
better than most action scenes you see in most films nowadays.
Oh, the
Like-
directing of those.
Directing is fantastic as well.
Cinematography
It's-
is A+.
It's a thing like everybody puts in such strong performances, and that's personal highlights are like Mark Strong,
Yeah.
Yep.
and Elton John.
I just want to, as an aside, I really fucking love that moment where Mark Strong's trying to figure out whether Colin Firth is a double agent slightly on the sly, and he's all like, what was the headline when you stopped the assassination on Thatcher? And they're just like doing all of these inside references. And the last one he's like, who's my favourite musician? He's like, how the fuck would I know that? And he's all like, it's John Denver. How do you know? It's John Denver! Like, I like the slight tone of outrage he brings to it. Just like, I always talk about him. This is an established character trait.
Oh, I do want to say, if this film was not rated 15, it would not have worked.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
needed to
if
have the
this-
higher rating.
Yeah, if this was a 12,
It's
it would
absolutely
not work at
necessary.
all.
Dude's getting cut in half by an electric lasso.
Everyone's talking like normal human beings.
Everyone's like, fucking shit, but oh my god. Fuck, everyone's dead. Roxy, why? Come back in the third one. Please.
Well, you never see her body, so.
No, exactly. As far as I'm concerned, she
It's
was
like the rule of thumb.
she
in
was
film.
moving to the exit. As far as I'm concerned, she's fine.
Let me
You
pull
know.
up her IMDb.
Oh, you're gonna see if there's any pre-production Kingsman 3.
I do.
But then she'll be revealed in the trailer and everyone be like, God damn it!
And she's got
She'll
an
be
eye patch too.
Yeah, shit, she'll be shaving.
But it'll be
and
on the other side.
it'll be beautiful.
That's the thing, she'll have the eye patch on the other side.
Yeah, her and
Like,
Colin Firth together make like one whole agent. For my final thoughts, so I was really hopeful that this would be a really solid podcast, which I feel like we've delivered. Well done, everyone. Apart from Shay, your performance was woeful.
Fair.
I mean, basically, my final thought is the police need to leave. Give it a moment. When you need to put a tracker on someone,
Oh god.
always use protection on your tracker finger. Otherwise, who knows what kind of like weird diseases you can pick up at Glastonbury. Also, EJ totally skipped over what was actually, in my opinion, a quite moving romantic subplot in your synopsis. Not to like, burn you or
Oh,
anything.
please.
But like, so in so many cases, like the James Bond analog again is like with James Bond, all the women are disposable. It's like he meets them within the context of the film, and then he has sex with them, and then maybe they die, or maybe they're like, oh, James, we're in a lifeboat. Let's fuck as the credits roll. And you're just like, okay. Whereas
And then next film,
they're not there.
They're
They're
not
not
there.
even referenced again. It's like they're done. Whereas with this was a character from the previous film who he established a relationship with, albeit under kind of weird,
Yeah, barely.
fucking kind of, she was like, I'll let you fuck me in the ass if you save the world. And you're like, okay. You seem into that? I want to be sex positive. Let's go.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see Eggsy as a character really being driven by his commitment with, not wanting to screw around. And being like, having actual thoughts of like, I want to do right by this person who I'm in an actual solid relationship with. And he ends up marrying her.
Yeah.
I'm like, that wouldn't fly in a James Bond movie. Like, the one time he got married, they immediately murdered his wife. Like, immediately.
Yeah.
And like, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, if it were not for George Lazenby, would be the best James Bond film. But I feel like this delivers where that one doesn't, in the sense that the character is allowed to grow and learn, which is nice. So basically, save the world, have sex with a lady, and then marry her. Not to say that, monogamy is the only course of action within relationship context, but, it's nice to see relationships being presented as something positive rather than men should treat women as disposable. This got way too preachy. Oh god, how do I get out of this, guys? I'm in a spiral. Help.
I'm going to say that the actress, nobody is confirmed for Kingsman 3 except for Taron Egerton and Colin Firth, and it is written by Matthew Vaughn and Jane Goldman.
All right.
Strong?
We look forward to seeing that in probably like a year or two, if we're still doing this podcast. Which we will. We'll always be here. Join us next time for Not Ocean's 8. We're not doing that no more. No offense, people. I mean, it's probably great. Hooray for...
It was fine.
Yeah?
It was fine.
EJ liked it?
It was alright.
Yeah, I'm going to see it. Is everyone else going to see it? I'm probably going to see it.
it.
Yeah.
It's one of those films I was like, I'll give money to this film.
Yeah, oh yeah. I definitely, I want this to get financial. I want this to get bank. Go for it. So, not Jurassic World, because I think that's out of cinemas by now, isn't it?
We still have it. There's nothing else in.
Oh, God.
We've had Sherlock Gnomes for 3 months.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Well, I mean, what other children's movies have
There
come
aren't
out? Oh, no. So join us next time for a movie on a screen that we watch, as Shay would describe it. Farewell!